Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Hello everyone, this is Whitehawk and today I will be playing Cupcake Dreams by Infinity Dash. I've tried this game a bit before actually doing this video and, well, I guess I'm just gonna show it as we go. Also music by Wooden Toaster apparently. Help! How to play! Use the arrow keys to control Pinkie Pie, press up to jump. So it's only the arrow keys, nothing else. Yada 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 yada. So basically what we have to do is avoid baked bads and collect as many cupcakes as we can. And that's pretty much it. The game goes on forever. Apparently though, the game maker, if you read at the bottom there, he dares us to get past round 50. I don't think I'll be trying that because, well, we'll see right here. Start game. Beat the clock. Collect cupcakes and avoid baked bads. Also a small intro sequence right here, and yeah, we are playing as Pinkie Pie. So we got 1 minute to collect the baked bads, not the baked bads, the cupcakes. But here's an issue I have to bring up right now. Pinkie Pie controls... I want to say she kind of controls like classic Sonic, but and on the other hand, I also don't want to say that. All I'm gonna say is that she really doesn't control very well. Especially if you're like, you have a huge momentum. You just can't stop yourself or anything. Also, the cupcakes are randomly generated in multiple locations, as well as the baked bads. And if you fall in the pit, you get respawned right there, apparently. Trying to get that cupcake, but even jumping is difficult here. Because it's all acceleration based, that's the issue. It's not impossible to control Pinkie Pie, but it feels a lot more difficult than it should be. Like, there's platformers that did the whole platforming thing with ponies a lot better. Also, round 3. Even more cupcakes to collect. All randomly generated in locations that are preset. Hooray! You progressively get more time every round we successfully complete. And but we also have to collect more cupcakes and whatnot, because of that, the game gets more difficult anyway. At least as far as I know. I've never really played this game that much. Also, those baked bads, they deal quite a bit of damage. I think in the early rounds they don't do that much damage, but apparently in later rounds they do. But health regenerates slowly, and cupcakes restore your energy as well. So it's never that much of an issue, to be honest. Yeah, I'm never gonna get tired of that Sonic 1-up sound. What are you talking about? I don't know why there's like markers to show the locations of all the cupcakes. I guess it helps a lot, but it's also kind of intrusive, you know? It ruins the immersion. Like, this is supposed to be some kind of dream that Pinkie Pie is having, right? I figure it'd be a lot crazier than this. Yeah, I don't know why the Cutie Crusaders are here, by the way. I guess they're just there to, like, filler for doodads or whatnot. Also, Sonic Tree doodads. I keep calling them doodads, but I don't think that's the proper term for 2D games. Only for 3D games. Maybe, maybe not. This area is surprisingly small. I don't think we get any new areas after we complete several rounds. So, already this area that we're in has already like gotten very old for me to play. Like, it's already boring. As well as the music too. The music is actually really, really loud. I don't know why it's so loud. Like, I have my headset at its lowest setting, like 4 out of 100, and it's still very loud. And every time I see those baked bads, I think I have fries for some reason. That's what they look like. Like when I'm not like paying attention to them. I don't know why. I guess it's because of the worms sticking out of them. Also gotta go up there. By the way, in case anyone's wondering why I'm did the whole trolling thing with the band from Equestria Daily and whatnot, and then started playing this game, it's because, well, let's face it, just from looking at this right here, I'm sure some of you have figured out that this game, it looks kind of boring. So it's the perfect bait and switch type of game you can use. And yeah, round 6 and we still haven't changed any stage, so I'm guessing we're stuck here forever. Also, I don't know what Twilight was doing there. An Easter egg, maybe? Or maybe she actually is like just floating around there. Well, I suppose the longer we last, the more like Easter eggs we're gonna get. In that case, that's kind of a decent incentive to keep playing. But the game never said anything about that, so how was I supposed to know? Ow. Well, baked bads deal pretty decent damage, but not enough to really dissuade me that much to avoid them. Especially because we have progressively more and more cupcakes to collect every level, or every round, I should say. And because of that, I restore my HP or energy or whatever too easily. Also, the fact that they're randomly placed in locations that you have to climb in, occasionally, usually, maybe, is kind of annoying. I might actually die right here, by the way. I have to go up there, which is really annoying. If there's a baked bad in my way, I am pretty much doomed. Like right here. There. Jumped over it. I have to be careful right now. Hopefully nothing will jump on my head. Okay, restore some of my energy. And yes, okay, I'm fine now. Or maybe. Yeah, actually my energy does restore slowly too. So just like camping in a place that is safe would have also been a decent strategy to, you know, survive, quote unquote. Because after all, there is no real ending to this game. That's a decent warning the creator gave us, actually. Tell us that there's no ending, but, you know. 50 rounds? Seriously? I'm already bored. 10 rounds would have been like a decent challenge, or 20 rounds, I suppose. But 50 rounds? I mean, come on. Only someone with, like, too much time to spare would really do that. And no, I'm not being like implying that I'm actually going to attempt it, by the way. I'm not. I'm probably going to end this manually, quote unquote, at 10 rounds or less, really. Like the big bads, and like seriously, how was I supposed to avoid that? Like I suppose I should have just ignored those big bads, but you know, come on. I think they're homing in on me, to be honest. Well, come on. The jumping controls are just painful. How was I supposed to avoid this? Yeah, well, that's it for this game. I'm not even gonna try a second time. It's just too boring. But yeah, the whole issue I have with this is that the jumping controls are a pain to work with. And I don't know if it's like solely because of the acceleration-based movement system, but fact of the matter is, I was trying to like progress up that mountain of a cake or whatever, but I had trouble doing it because of the way Piggy Pie jumps. All in all, I have to say that this game really isn't all that great. I mean, even as a score attack game, it wasn't that great. It's like the movement and jumping system is kind of difficult to work with. The baked bads just randomly spawn everywhere and move in random locations. Some of them mostly homing into you, but still. And collecting all the cupcakes just isn't that fun, especially because they're also randomly generated in preset locations of all things, but that's understandable. You don't want them to be on the upper left corner where Pinkie Pie can't reach it. And the presentation itself was also really, I want to say low quality and inconsistent and rush job and whatnot, or I suppose the best word for it would be amateurish, because I don't think Infinity Dash has quite the perfect concept of how you're supposed to like combine multiple graphics, or maybe the real issue is that he has trouble creating all the graphics and just didn't have the time for it, so he ripped off a bunch of sprites and vectors and whatnot to make the game as quick as possible, which I suppose is fine, but I mean, look at the results: broken gameplay, graphics that are extremely consistent. You know that basically that. I suppose what I'm trying to get to is that the game could have used some refining, Or I suppose the concept was just doomed from the beginning. I mean, it's just Pinkie Pie collecting some cupcakes while avoiding baked bads. It's not the greatest of concepts. Even so, could have used a bit more work on it. Well, I suppose if some of you want to try the 50 rounds challenge from the creator, then you can do so, and I'll put a link in the description for you guys to easily get to this game. But for me, I'm done. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a very nice day. Oh, by the way, in case anyone's wondering, if the timer runs out, a bunch of baked bads start appearing, well, spawning really, really quickly, which means you get like crowded very easily and you die in pretty much seconds. So yeah, bye.